and a warm welcome to every single member of a Don Bosco family, wherever you may be watching this online celebration from. We are glad you all have tuned in to be with us today.
It's that time of the year when we remember our father and founder, St. Don Bosco, our ray of sunshine and hope for 50 golden years, whose feast is celebrated tomorrow. It's also that time of the year when we have our annual Thanksgiving Day every year. Well, this year, let's have a mini annual cum feast day celebration instead. It may be online and we may not be on a huge grand stage with a large LED screen behind us like we do every year. But it's always fun in doing something different, isn't it?
So come along and join us in this wonderful celebration of what it means to be part of the Don Bosco family. Let's rejoice in all the little things that this institution has given us in the past 50 years. As we continue our extended Golden Jubilee celebrations, let's celebrate all the little successes we've had this past year, and let's look forward to the rest of 2021 with hope in our hearts.
St. Don Bosco wrote down 9 tips for young people which are important life lessons. Right through our celebration today, our young tiny Boscoites from the pre-primary section will be presenting them to us in their own sweet little way. So presenting to you Don Bosco's first tip by the youngest member of our DB family in Don Bosco's own words.
The first tip of St. Don Bosco is don't offend God.
Let's thank the Lord for our beloved Don Bosco and all the wisdom we have received from him. Let's also be thankful and grateful for every little blessing that makes our life beautiful day after day. Our young friends from the primary section will now lead us in a beautiful song of thanksgiving through their prayer dance.
I like to think about the goodness of the Lord. He gives me everything I need and so much more. So I just want to lift my hands and say that I love him. I just want to lift my heart in praise. And I want to be thankful. I want to be grateful. I want to remember everything that the Lord has done. I want to be thankful. I want to be grateful. I want to be, I want to be, I want to be. I like to think about the goodness of the Lord. He gives me everything I need and so much more. So I just want to lift my hands and say that I love him. I just want to lift my heart in praise. And I want to be thankful. I want to be grateful. I want to remember everything that the Lord has done. I want to be thankful. I want to be grateful. I want to be, I want to be, I want to be thankful. I want to be grateful.
Don Bosco. Avoid bad companion.
It's Don Bosco's feast day, and so it's time for some party and celebration. Come and join our friends from the secondary section as they welcome us to this joyful celebration. Let's all get together and celebrate the good times we have been blessed with on this campus for the last 50 years.
To last throughout the years.
So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on. Celebration.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Celebration.
We're gonna celebrate and have a good time.
It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure?
Everyone around the world, come on.
It's your celebration.
Celebration to last throughout the years.
So bring your good times and your laughter too.
We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
Wow, friends, what an enthusiastic bunch you all are. You really made us feel like celebrating this wonderful day together. Thank you for that very warm welcome through your energetic performance. Let's now listen to Don Bosco's third tip for our lives.
Third tip, don't lose time.
Our dear rector, Father Solomon Rapone, stands in place of Don Bosco for us. He is always around with a warm smile and a pleasant word to everyone who steps into our campus. So, it is only fitting that the rector of our institution should address us on this wonderful day.
Good morning to all of you. Good morning, my dear teachers, non-teaching staff, my dear students, my dear parents. On behalf of the management team, Father Flovi, Father Jesu, and Father Reynold, and myself, I wish all of you a very happy feast of Don Bosco. May Don Bosco bless you and all your families. Today, as we celebrate the feast of Don Bosco, the first message comes to my mind is the principle of Don Bosco. The first principle of Don Bosco in the school is to be honest citizens, and a person should be of good moral, ethical values. This is what we try to inculcate in our students, a very honest citizen. As we are finishing the pandemic and we are entering into a period where we are having good health, our doctors and all our heroes of the pandemic have showed us that we can do well. I congratulate them and I thank God for keeping all of us safe. I thank Don Bosco for it. And the first message is a sense of duty. A sense of duty towards the family, towards my society, towards my state and towards my country. And this is very important for all of us. Each one of us knows our duties, what it is, because in these days of the pandemic, it has created havoc, especially people have lost their jobs, families are having problems, youth unemployment, and so on and so forth, the list is going. Let us do our bit as Don Bosco teaches us, and let us be doing our duties well. The second message I would like to give all of you is a solidarity with the poor. All Don Bosco institutions are known for their work towards poor and abandoned youth. And definitely we should have a solidarity, a little bit what we can do for them. God has blessed us even in these times with certain things which are still good. Our families are good, our health is good, we have something to carry on. Our job facilities are also being maintained due to God's grace, and therefore we need to have a sense of solidarity, and what God has given us, let us also share it with others. The third message of Don Bosco is prayer. We need to pray. Prayer is a strength where you can face all the difficulties of your life. My dear students, my dear teachers, my dear parents, I wish all of you a very good sense of duty towards oneself, towards our family, towards our society, towards our state and towards our country. And I wish a sense of solidarity where you feel for the poor and those who are less fortunate than you and reach out a helping hand. And third, that you are a prayerful person where God is with you and you are showing God's presence to everyone. Be lovable, be loved by all, and also learn to love. This is Don Bosco's message for all of you. May God bless you and may Don Bosco bless you.
Thank you, Father Rector, for those inspiring words. Let us now be inspired by Don Bosco's fourth tip by the little friend from the KG section will now tell us.
Fourth tip. When it's time to play, get in there and play.
From the youngest member on campus to the oldest students we have in Don Bosco, our friends from the junior college are now here to entertain us with a wonderful dance, bringing to us a message of hope that one day this world will be a better place.
Well, Joanna, she runs
her people happy. Oh, she don't care about the rest at all. She's got a system they call apartheid. It keeps a brother in a subjection. But maybe pressure will make Joanna see how everybody could live as one. Oh, give me hope, Joanna. Hope, Joanna, give me hope, Joanna, for the morning come. Give me hope, Joanna. Hope, Joanna, hope before the morning come. I hear she makes all the golden money to buy new weapons and
It's time for Don Bosco's tip number 5 from our dear little ones.
The fifth tip of Don Bosco is don't overeat before studying.
Don Bosco was born more than 200 years ago, but he left a legacy that lives on even today all over the world. He was a colorful rainbow for the lives of so many young lads who lived on the streets of Turin in Italy and had lost all hope. With kindness and love and a warm word in their ears, he reached out to them.
For us in Don Bosco Borivali too, St. John Bosco has been a ray of sunshine and hope for 50 golden years. Let's celebrate the wonder of Don Bosco through a short skit with representatives from all the sections of our school, college and NIOS, from our speech and drama class and a couple of others too, presenting a short skit entitled Don Bosco in our hearts forever.
Counting colors in the rainbow. When the sun has made the rain go in all the colors I see above me, I count the blessings of someone who loves me. Counting colors in the rainbow. Every time the clouds so gray go, a thrill it gives me to know that with me there will be millions who can share my rainbow. When our world is dark with stormy weather, should we tremble? Never, never. Someone who takes care of us forever paints a lovely miracle on high.
Scene 1.
Hey Nicole, come here quickly or you're going to miss this.
Miss what, Big B?
There's a beautiful rainbow in the sky. Come quickly before it disappears.
Wow, it's awesome, isn't it? Thanks for making sure I see it before it vanishes completely. Now let me check and see if it has all the seven colors in it. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Just like my teacher in school taught me. Wow, Paul, this is my first time I've actually seen a real rainbow. Thank you for calling me to the window. Just in time before it fades and disappears. You're my favorite brother in the world.
Hey Nicole, have you forgotten? You have two favorite brothers in the world. What about me?
Yes, yes, Ethan, you are my second favorite brother. After all, Paul showed me the rainbow. But you were singing a song about counting the colors in the rainbow. Maybe your song made the rainbow actually appear in the sky.
Maybe not. But you can still give him credit for that anyway. After all, I am fine being one of your two favorite brothers as well.
I just overheard all of you children talking about a rainbow. Was there one in the sky just now?
Yes, Dad, and just when I was singing a song about a rainbow too. What a happy coincidence.
My first ever rainbow, I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell my friends Sia and Anika and Mikaela too.
I'm so pleased to see all of you kids getting so excited about seeing a rainbow in the sky. I too used to be just like this when I was a kid. Did you know that the rainbow is a sign of hope?
Yes, Dad. I remember reading about that somewhere. That rainbows are considered to be a sign of hope in many cultures. A rainbow promises better times to come. Even in that story of Noah and the ark, a rainbow appeared in the sky after the great flood as a symbol that everything would be all right now.
Hey, that was just like the song I was singing earlier. In all those colors made by the sun above me, I count the blessings of someone who loves me. When our world is dark with stormy weather, should we fear or tremble? Never, never. Someone who takes care of us forever paints a lovely miracle on high.
That's beautiful, Ethan. Nicole, some of your friends are supposed to come over to play today, right? They should be here sometime soon. Go and get ready.
Scene 2.
Guess what? I saw a real rainbow in the sky today.
That is amazing, Nicole. Rainbows so far. I haven't been lucky enough to see one. I wonder what I was doing when the rainbow appeared in the sky earlier today.
Probably studying. You are always studying. You like being a bookworm, don't you?
That's not such a bad thing of being a bookworm. Studying regularly is a good habit instead of keeping all your work pending for the last minute. Yes, when you study regularly, even if you happen to get busy with a function or a program a few days before the exam, you're still all set because you've done your work as soon as it was taught in school. Sorry that I made fun of you, Sia. I probably need to learn this from you. I guess being a bookworm is not such a bad thing after all. We are so lucky that we get to go to school. And one of the best schools in Borivli too. While other schools just call themselves international school because of the boards they offer. Don Bosco is truly an international school. There are Don Bosco institutions in almost 123 countries across the world. That makes me so proud to be a student of Don Bosco. There are so many children all over the world who are not as fortunate as us. Saint John Bosco was like a miracle of hope to so many street boys during his time, and Don Bosco institutions still continue the good work he started long ago. Even today, the Bosco Boys' home across the street from our school is a perfect example of this. Exactly. Like the rainbow you saw today, Nicole. Isn't it a great comparison? Don Bosco, the rainbow, bringing colors and life into lives of young people right from 1859 when the Salesian congregation was founded. And we always be buried in a book. But today I learned so many interesting things from this chat with all of you. Now I feel so proud to be a student of Don Bosco. Our school is truly international. What a great feeling that Don Bosco and his sons and daughters, that is, all the Salesians, priests, and nuns, have been reaching out to so many children for so many years.
Scene 3.
Wow, it's great to be back in school for this reunion today. It feels like it was only yesterday that we were jumping and playing on this playground.
How quickly time flies by. It seems like the years have just floated away.
Well, I heard the Don Bosco School is celebrating 50 years since it began this year. What a milestone that is, isn't it?
Yes, it is truly fabulous. Just imagine, we were all right here when it all began. It's fascinating to see how much the school has grown and changed over the years.
That's right! There's a junior college now. And within the next 4 years, the school will be completely co ed too. That was absolutely unimaginable back when we were all just boys. Ha! Now I guess the boys have to be more well behaved on campus than we were.
Yeah, and my daughter is in the school now, and it's amazing. It's truly amazing to see how the boys and girls interact with one another, challenge each other too with their varied gifts and talents.
I still remember all the trips and picnics we used to go on together. How much fun we used to have.
And most of the teachers who taught us back then have all retired now. But thanks to social media, we can still keep in touch with a few of them. It's so wonderful when they still remember us by name even today.
That has been always one of the best things in our school, hasn't it? Our teachers knew every single one of us personally. They knew all the mischief we made and all the pranks we played.
Don Bosco truly is a wonderful school and will always hold a special place in the heart of every student who has been privileged to run on these grounds and to have walked through these corridors.
Unfortunately, the primary building has now been demolished, but the memories of the times we spent there still live on in our hearts. And the foundation stone of the new school building has just been laid. I saw a picture of the proposed structure. It looks very impressive.
I'm looking forward to see the new school building once it comes up. Maybe many of our kids and grandkids will be fortunate enough to study in this our dear alma mater. And then we could come back as proud parents or grandparents and see how much our school has grown and changed over time.
There is so much we have learned being students of Don Bosco. Our hearts will forever sing the melody that Don Bosco taught our hearts to sing. Let us make his dreams come true, carry out his visions too, every single day.
From your dream at 9 came a new beginning. And now this little spark continues to see us through. A dream no one thought would change life's meaning. Now your vision guides and sees us through. Through the years your dream lights our way to carry on your mission, to mold lives and pray. Your teaching is a guide to our path every day. Because we have learned to live your way. We will love like St. John Bosco. We will give, we will share all his beliefs. Let us make his dreams come true, carry out his visions too. Lead us to the path that's true.
Don Bosco, you are my sunshine. Such a privilege to be a student of this magnificent institution. Always proud to be a Boscoite. Thank you, friends, for that wonderful skit celebrating the friend of the young. Our tiny little friend from the KG section will now share another lovely tip of Don Bosco with us.
The sixth tip of Don Bosco is don't daydream.
While we are all in the mood to celebrate Don Bosco, let us join a few of our friends from the primary section in a song that we all know, love and enjoy. Let us sing and dance in our home to make this festive day to remember, because we all are the children of Don Bosco and a wonderful family of Don Bosco, our father, wherever we may be.
always so much fun, isn't it? We hope you were all singing and dancing along at home. Let's now listen to another wonderful tip of Don Bosco from our little friend.
Tip number 7. Keep your mind on your books when studying.
Don Bosco Borivali is an institution that helps a student develop many different facets of his personality. Thanks to the large number of activities available to the students throughout the year. This ensures that the student grows academically and in various other spheres of life as well. Even during the lockdown, we have kept this positive spirit going.
Let's take a look at a short summary of all the academic and co-curricular activities and events that have kept our students busy throughout the Golden Jubilee year. Don Bosco Borivali, an institution that shapes individuals to go out and be a ray of sunshine and hope to the world.
Good morning. It's an honor to virtually present before you the Annual School Report 2021. Don Bosco stated, "In every young person, a point of goodness is accessible. And we are here to bring out this very point of goodness in every child and enhance it further for a larger cause. Our management is our strength and our inspiration, headed by our provincial, Father Savio Silveira, our rector, Father Solomon Rapol, our principal, Father Flovi D'Souza, administrator, Father Jesu Robinson, assistant parish priest and youth coordinator, Father Renal Lemos. They are ably assisted by the heads of the different sections, namely Mrs. Molita Rodriguez of the pre-primary, Mrs. Granita Machado of the primary, Mrs. Charushila Pujari of the secondary, Ms. Priyam Nagadia of the junior college, and Mrs. Rose Nazareth of the NIOS. The ever-enthusiastic and energetic staff, both the teaching and the non-teaching, along with our support staff, work with zest and integrity, bringing out the hidden talents in every child. With warm heart, we welcome the very young and energetic Father Renal Lemos, who joined our institution as a youth coordinator and will be assisting Father Solomon Rapol in the parish duties. Mrs. Molita Rodriguez, a young and enthusiastic teacher, has taken over from Mrs. Marina D'Souza as a coordinator of the pre-primary section. We also welcome Mrs. Sylvie Crasto in the secondary section and Ms. Bella Fernandez as our office clerk in the NIOS section. With heavy hearts, we bid farewell and express our gratitude to our former conferers, Father Wilfred D'Souza and Father Aloysius Furtado, for the constant support and guidance. They were an asset to our institution. We wish them blessing in their next endeavors. With a sense of pride and happiness, we wish to acknowledge the services of 3 teachers from the secondary section who have put in years of service and retired from the school, leaving a legacy behind them. Sir Mark Pereira retired in October 20 with a service of 34 long years. Mrs. Monica Gonsalves retired in December of 20, putting in 33 years of dedicated service. And Mrs. Ursula Machado retired in October 20 after working with us for 21 long years. We will forever be indebted to you, dear teachers, for your honesty and dedication. We will all miss you and wish you a happy and healthy retired life.
Mr. Jigar Tanna of our Don Bosco alumni, along with his ever-helpful members, is involved in planning various events. In spite of the unpleasant pandemic, they were present as usual in full force for the SSA attestation. We appreciate their concern towards the needy laborers as they contributed and distributed hampers to our lesser privileged brethren during the lockdown. Also, we would like to acknowledge their efforts as they collaborated with the Don Bosco Parish Christmas Outreach Program. Thank you, friends. We truly value your presence. At the SSC examination, we secured 100% results for the 16th year in succession. Masa Rahul Jadhav stood first with a record 98.80%. Dhiyai Khakkar stood second with 97.20%. The third place is shared between Arin Welling and Soham Palkar, both securing 97%. The junior college students made us extremely proud too. We gladly announced 100% results in all our 3 streams. In the science section, we had Master Glenn Mendonça standing first with 89.85%, Yash Gajakosh stood second with 82%, and Nishanta Rana stood third with 80.77%. In the commerce stream, Ms. Suzanne Pereira stood first with 93.08%, Elroy D'Souza stood second with 91.69% and Jayashree Jaipal stood third with 91.54%. In the art stream, Ms. Hia Gope bagged the first place with 86.62%, Mritika Asmita stood second with 86.31%, and Eleonora Gonsalves stood third with 84.15%. We're extremely proud of all the students and wish them all the best for their future endeavors. We consider ourselves truly blessed that in spite of the prevailing lockdown, we were able to conduct various activities and celebrate the auspicious days via the virtual medium. However bleak and dim the pandemic appeared to be, we at Don Bosco Borivali had decided not to let it dampen our spirits, and this was possible with the strong backing and support of our principal, Reverend Father Flovi D'Souza. Various sections braced themselves up and organized activities for the students. The tiny tots in the pre-primary section had a unique experience with online activities such as card making, diya making, show and tell, rakhi making, Christmas article making, and many more. In the primary section, the students participated in virtual class assemblies, elocution competitions, fancy dress, diya making, mono acting, etc. The secondary section also had gala time with activities like quiz, video making, fancy dress, dances, class assemblies, elocution competitions, among others. The NIO students too participated in the talent hunt, salad making, lantern making, handwriting, and Christmas article making competitions, and also celebrated Christmas and Republic Days. The youngsters in the junior college displayed their talents through an array of events like the creative writing competitions, elocutions, quiz, Christmas theme based competitions, rangoli making, diya making, t-shirt painting, mehndi, best out of waste, and many more. Besides these competitions, we also had a common Teachers' Day, Christmas panorama, Management Day being celebrated to commemorate the hard work and efforts of the teachers and the management. With 50 years of dedicated service to the community, we kick-started our Golden Jubilee celebrations in style through a mesmerizing annual Thanksgiving Day, where our students presented a kids' version of the musical Aladdin. The presence of our provincial Father Xavier Silveira, the past rectors, principals, teachers, and many more Salesians made the event truly special. Our Jubilee inter-school competitions began on 28th February 2020 with skit and drawing and poster making competition for the students of the neighboring school. It was heartening to see a good response. We sincerely are looking forward to pick up from where we left after the school resumes. 18th December 1859, 161 years ago, the foundation of the Salesian congregation was laid in Turin with just 17 members by St. John Bosco. Today, these tiny seeds that were sown back then have borne rich fruits, and the Salesian presence is now felt in 134 countries on 5 continents through its 98 provinces. 18th December 2020, 161 years later, another foundation stone of the new school building was laid at Don Bosco High School and Junior College, Borivli, by Father Edwin D'Souza, the procurator of the Moments. In the Golden Jubilee year of the school, this momentous occasion in the history of the institution was like a bright ray of sunshine amidst the gloom of the pandemic. For the provincial prayed that the foundation that was being laid may bear similar fruits to the one that Don Bosco laid 161 years ago on the very same day. We completely agree with him as he said, although we are laying the foundation for a building of concrete, bricks, stones and infrastructure and many other externals, the real foundation stone we are laying is for many future generations. The education of many youngsters over many generations who will study in this edifice and go out to make a difference in the lives of people. Our only prayer is that he who has begun this wonderful new work at the Don Bosco campus may take it to completion as he journeys with us along the way. Amen. A school without a playground is no school at all. Our humongous playground is in true sense the neighbor's envy but owner's pride. And our principal is constantly striving to make it better and brighter. To give a better playing experience, we now have a brand new synthetic basketball turf and another cricket turf on our grounds. The primary school building has been razed to ground and very soon we shall initiate the work on the new building. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning, as quoted by Albert Einstein. We express our heartfelt gratitude to every individual who has contributed in helping us maintain high standards of education. We take this opportunity to assure you of our commitment to do our best to serve our students for a better future. With this, we remain faithfully yours, the management, staff, and students of Don Bosco Educational Complex 2020-2021. Thank you and have a pleasant day.
Despite all the challenges that online education has brought our way, this has been quite an eventful year at Don Bosco. I hope we continue to shine brightly in the years ahead as well. Let's now listen to another short tip of Don Bosco from one of our little friends.
Take it. Choose some studious students as friends.
Our friends from the NIOS section have a wonderful presentation for us titled Moved by Hope, which is the theme of our rector, Major Strana 2021. Let's listen and be inspired by a few reflections from the life of Don Bosco.
Moved by Hope, Saint of Youth's message in present time.
Although Don Bosco was born over 200 years ago, his message is always current, even during this challenging time for everyone. Don Bosco himself experienced an epidemic similar to the one we are experiencing today. When cholera broke out in Turin in the 19th century, together with his spiritual sons and Mama Margaret, he lived that period with an authentic spirit of service to the needy. He and his boys were the first to experience the accompaniment of providence. Today, in our time, our response was a current and pragmatic idea that could meet the needs of family, young people, and children.
In the midst of chaos, suffering, and all kinds of craziness, rejoice always. We need to see this suffering world with a different vision. Every new day is an opportunity to love. Tell your friends and family members how much you love them. Be joyful in every situation. As Don Bosco said, always be joyful. The devil is afraid of joyful people.
Do your best with your duties. Mankind has faced more serious problems in the past, including the Black Death in the 14th century. During the cholera epidemic, Don Bosco and his boys were helping out victims in their homes and searching those who had been abandoned by their relatives. So let's accept reality and try to find out how we can serve others the way Don Bosco served.
Have faith in Mary, help of Christians. Don Bosco had faith. He committed his entire life and he used Mary, help of Christians, as his inspiration. During the cholera outbreak, he told his boys to have faith in Mary, help of Christians, and she would keep them safe. Don Bosco was their model in all this, with his great devotion to the sick and dying. Just as Don Bosco had promised, not one of the boys had got the disease. Have faith and pray.
Be an upright citizen. Be good human beings and upright citizens. Feel part of the city. Work for the common good of the community. One must try to be good in all possible ways. Be at the service of others, starting with those who live next to you.
Don Bosco combined the wisdom of God with the wisdom of the world. For him, every young person was a salvation of Don Bosco in truth. Seekers of the truth, doers of their ways and thoughts, and boundary breakers who go beyond the ordinary. Don Bosco called the young to rewrite their lives.
Our father, Don Bosco, taught us, walk with your feet on earth, but your heart in heaven. What does it mean? In my opinion, it meant he wants to teach us how to handle life situation well. We ought to use our reason and faith. We must never be over worried because there is one who takes care of everything. He is our Father and will always protect us.
Our father, Saint John Bosco, stood out for his extraordinary tenacity and for his special and profoundly realistic perspective on things. He knew how to look beyond the problems. Let us all follow in his footsteps.
Our tiny little friends have brightened up our day today with their lovely performances on the 9 tips of Don Bosco right through the program. Here we have another tiny tot from the KG section telling us about Don Bosco's 9th and final tip.
The 9th tip above all, pray.
What a wonderful morning this has been. We have enjoyed celebrating Don Bosco, our ray of sunshine and hope for 50 golden years. I now invite Father Principal to kindly share his message with us on this occasion and to propose the vote of thanks.
Annual Day is a day which is looked forward with utmost anticipation and excitement. It is an occasion that spreads joy and serves as a platform for students to exhibit their unique talents and build their confidence. This day kindles the spirit of togetherness through which students showcase their talents. Last year we inaugurated our school's Golden Jubilee celebration with some very great and beautiful performances by our students. We had planned a series of programs to commemorate this great event, and we were supposed to conclude our celebration with great fanfare during this current annual day. But unfortunately, we were hit by the pandemic. Our superiors, nevertheless, have been very gracious and they have requested us to extend the Jubilee celebration by another year. We have celebrated our annual day virtually, in spite of the difficult times, and we have done it with so much of enthusiasm and vigor. I want to compliment our teachers, parents, and students who have adapted to this new normal, adapted to online events, and especially to online teaching and learning so very quickly to meet the academic goals in the backdrop of restrictions enforced to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic. And at the onset, I want to give the credit to Ms. Priyam, our college coordinator, under her leadership and supported by our computer faculty in the junior college, in the secondary school and in the primary school, who have trained the teachers so quickly to be well equipped with this new technology. Annual Day is an occasion that spreads joy and is a platform to showcase new talents. The theme for this year was on hope and optimism, considering the difficult times that we are going through. And if we have hope and if we are optimistic, we can endure any situation and overcome it. And these are the words of St. John Bosco, whose feast will be celebrating tomorrow himself. He, in fact, advised his Salesians, his students, always to be hopeful, always to be optimistic. The joy and excitement shared by all our stakeholders, teachers, parents, students, the management, coming together through technology has made our virtual annual day an occasion, a moment to cherish for a very long time to come. I would like to now thank the following staff members for their painstaking efforts to make this celebration, our virtual celebration, a great success. I thank teachers Cheryl and Lynette for the introduction and comparing. I like to thank teachers Sonali and teacher Veera for the Don Bosco tips. A sincere thanks to teacher Ruel and teacher Griselda for the prayer dance, welcome dance. Sincere word of thanks to teacher Dinah and teacher Surbi. The college dance by Miss Uma, the skit coordinated by Mrs. Lynette and Mrs. Vidula, the primary song coordinated by Mrs. Ruel and Mrs. Griselda. The annual report, we had a big team for the annual report. I sincerely thank Mrs. Neelam, Mrs. Jewel, Mrs. Vanessa, Mrs. Alinda, and Mrs. Cority. A sincere word of thanks to Mrs. Janet, our NIOS teacher, for the performance by the NIOS students on Moved by Hope. A lot of effort and hard work has gone in to put the entire program together, to do all the editing. It calls for days and nights of hard work. A sincere word of thanks to the video editing team of Mrs. Philomena, Mrs. Yogita, and Mrs. Milton. And for the final merging of the entire program together, a sincere word of thanks to Ms. Priyam. For the invitation cards, I thank our coordinator from the NIOS, Mrs. Rose, and our teacher, Mrs. Janet. A sincere word of thanks to the management team, for the rector, Father Jesu, the administrator, Father Reynold, who was part of the management team, and a word of appreciation and thanks to our coordinators from a different section. Mrs. Molita from the pre-primary, Mrs. Grenita from the primary, Mrs. Charushila from the secondary section, Ms. Priyam from the college section, Mrs. Rose from the NIOS section, and a sincere word of appreciation also to Mrs. Alexina who is coordinating the sports team. And the last but not the least, a sincere word of thanks to our students and our parents. Thank you for your love, your appreciation, and for your enthusiasm, your initiative, and your hard work to make this celebration very unique and very memorable. This event was not possible without your invaluable contribution. You worked day and night to make this event a grand success. Thank you, God bless you, and have a wonderful day ahead, and wishing you in anticipation of a very happy feast of St. John Bosco. God bless you all.
Thank you, Father Principal. We end on a beautiful note with the words of this song. He dreamed of rainbows lighting up the sky and of children finding wings to fly. Dearest Don Bosco, for 50 golden years and the next 50 to come, if there's one thing we can do, let's live your dream for you.
Little John, little dreamer, you had so little in your life, it seemed, but you never lost the power to dream. A dream that spoke of so much truth, of so much hope, of so much youth. But dreams need no time nor season. I know this that you're my reason. I dream of rainbows lighting up the sky. I dream of children finding wings to fly. Because you dreamt of wolves becoming sheep, of shepherds who guard and never sleep. When someone like you dreams of me, it is never just a dream. If there's one thing I can do, let me live the dream for you. Saint of youth, Saint John Bosco, you saw us then as we are today. In your dreams you knew we can always find a way. People say we won't go anywhere, but in your dreams we're already there. 'Cause dreams need no time nor season. We know this 'cause you're our reason. Oh, we dream of rainbows lighting up the sky. We dream of children finding wings to fly. Because you dreamt of wolves becoming sheep, of shepherds who guard and never sleep. When someone like you dreams of us, it is never just a dream. If there's one thing we can do, let us live the dream for you. We will live, we will build, we will love, we will share for Saint John Bosco. From here on, we shall live the dream for you. We'll dream of rainbows lighting up the sky. We'll dream of children finding wings to fly. 'Cause you dreamt of wolves becoming sheep, of shepherds who guard and never sleep. When someone like you dreams of us, it is never just a dream. If there's one thing we can do, let us live the dream for you. If there's one thing I can do, let me live this dream for